Hey, Dr. Amber here. Let's talk a little bit about the types of parents who I find have the most difficulty with emotional regulation. And no, we're not talking about your child's regulation. We're talking about yours as a parent. And in my practice and throughout the process of writing my book, A Parent's Guide to Self-Regulation, I've noticed that there are parents who either have these certain type of qualities or have had certain type of experiences that lead them to struggle the most with emotional dysregulation. So, one, parents who have themselves experienced some sort of abuse or trauma or neglect in their own childhood, those type of experiences really do interfere with one's ability to properly learn how to regulate themselves, because they're often in fight or flight or freeze mode. They're often trying to anticipate cues in their environment to keep themselves safe. So there's just some foundational skills that are missed when it comes to emotional regulation. Two, parents who currently or who have previously struggled with mood disorders. So parents who experience anxiety, parents who experience depression, those experiences can make your emotional experiences really challenging to deal with. And sometimes emotional intensity can be very challenging, and that's often what happens when we're a parent. So I often find if you're a parent who struggles with anxiety, depression, you also probably struggle with emotional dysregulation. Also, parents who are neurodivergent in some way. So this includes ADHD, this includes autism spectrum, other sensory or processing disorders. Those parents too often might have trouble regulating their emotions because their emotional experiences, but also their sensory experiences, can lead to more overwhelm or overstimulation, which can be really hard to manage when there's so many other things to manage as a parent. So these are just some of the things that I notice in terms of who or what type of parent struggles the most with this. I think there's also some family environments or conditions that can lead to you having more trouble with your dysregulation. So if you grew up in a family who maybe did not openly communicate well, and so you likely repress or suppress your needs or your thoughts or your desires, which can make it really hard for you to regulate yourself. Parents or childhood experiences where maybe there were not a lot of resources or support, or if you are currently a parent who feels like you're struggling with resources and support, that also can be a condition that might make it more difficult for you to regulate yourself. So let me know, did this resonate with you? Do you identify with some of these traits, qualities, characteristics? Let's talk about it.